was a crazy step to leave a full-time job and to do a startup from scratch where you don't know where you're going to go. Maybe every day, or if I'll not say every day, but once in a week, we think that we should, drop this idea and I should again go back to my, previous job. So every night before going to bed, I visualize that one day I'll be standing there and I'll be giving my company pitch in front of the sharks and I'm going to get the investment. And the best part was that though we were able to answer all the questions, but there was a lot of learning out of their own questions.
Welcome everyone to today's very interesting, yet another session where we have an empowering interaction with one of our women's preneur members who's been a part of our community. And of course, we are truly inspired to share her journey, who's traveled from the journey of being a CA to working at the airport to working for an NGO. And today she has been able to find her inner calling, where she really wants to deeply work towards understanding the teenagers and working in the section where she's able to devise solutions for the same. She's traveled a whole lot of different phases in her life. And I know that while we are celebrating, the Women's Month in the year 2024, we would want to hear this straight from her. This is Dipti Singhal. And Dipti, let's get started with trying to find out that you've done something very different in the past. Coming from your educational qualification, what led you to do so many different scheme of things thereby?
First of all, thank you so much, Gopika, for calling me here. It's really a pleasure to be with you at this platform. Thanks a lot. Yeah, so as you asked about the journey from CA to altogether a different zone of life, right? See, when I was studying, as such, I was not knowing what I supposed to be doing after becoming CA, right? One of my cousin was doing CA. I did my CA and I was happily working with corporate, earning a good amount of salary every month, enjoying my life with my husband and my kids. And when the company got shifted to Delhi, I switched my job. Then I joined another company and I was working as a head of finance there. Everything was going great. And then being a mother of two kids, I felt that there is a requirement. Some platform should be there that should be a junk-free platform for children. And because whenever I was going outside and I was trying to find out something, I was very particular of checking the ingredients. And the moment I check the ingredients, I feel like everything is junk, right? So many preservatives and nothing is available without, you can just blindfold and you can trust. There is no platform such kind of. Then me and one of my apartment friend, we discussed this, and she was also mother of two kids. And then we thought, let's start this platform. And it was a crazy step to leave a full-time job and to do a startup from scratch where you don't know where you're going to go. Yeah. But I was able to take that call because my husband was there as a financial backup. Because I was not be depending, nobody's depending bread and butter on me, though we were having a lot of commitments of SIPs and EMIs monthly. But I felt that let me just give my 100% and then let's see if it didn't work out, then probably I'll go back to my old world. And it was like, years together. Maybe every day, or if I'll not say every day, but once in a week, we think that we should, drop this idea and I should again go back to my, previous job. But there was something was there that, see, the demand is there, the need is there. Parents want this kind of a platform. Not even parent, I think everyone is looking forward. And I think with the struggle, or maybe by introducing this, because the marketing is a very big challenge in today's era, right? And we were putting the exhibitions to the various apartments. We were going to one apartment to another apartment. Every weekend we were doing the exhibitions, putting the platform and setting the, everything over there and carrying the kgs of stuff there to, and calling people, please come and just try this out. So it was like a very much kind of a, I was feeling that why I'm doing all this thing. Every time whenever I'm doing exhibition, I feel like, why I should be doing this? I can sit in the AC office and I can earn lakhs of rupees, then why all this? but somewhere the things pushed me because there was a strong determination that I want to set this platform. The platform name was
Was
with,
there like a moment, or was it a feeling that was coming to you for a long time, Deepti, that this is what I want to do?
yeah. So this was there actually because I struggle a lot to find a healthy kind of a snacking. So that was something that I really want to set this platform. That inner calling was there to do that. And we struggle from 0 to 3 years, nothing. I was not drawing any salary, and the thing was going on. Then we were able to reach to a certain level when I started drawing a small salary. And then if you see that Shark Tank India, and we saw that season one, and then I visualized that one day I'll be opening that door. If you see in that episode, the startup owners, they come, stand, and the music will play, and they open the door, right? And with that music they enter, and the
Yeah.
sharks are sitting. So every night before going to bed, I visualize that one day I'll be standing there and I'll be giving my company pitch in front of the sharks, and I'm going to get the investment. So you won't believe, Gopika, from the season one to season two, every night I was dreaming about that. Every night, every morning, with my subconscious mind, I was visualizing that. And I've applied for Shark Tank season two. And that also, it was a very tedious process. Like, step one, the documentation submission, then they ask about the founder's video, and then they take as a one-on-one meeting, they arranged. And the Sony Live team members, they'll become as a shark and they drill down you like anything about your business. So it was a lot of exposure, good learning. And then the time came when we called for, season two shoot in Mumbai. So for a week we were there, and that was like a whatever struggle we have done in the past 3.5 years, it
Wow.
was like now we are going to get that. And so though before that we got small achievements like becoming the woman entrepreneur by SEBA, we got awarded in 2021. And many news articles about our company platform, it was shared, because the platform is really required platform for all over world, the kind of millet based snacking platform. And so that was a turning point for us, the Shark Tank season 2. And even after, during the shoot, no, it was like a, you will not get to know that anybody is shooting, where the cameras are there. We don't get to know. It's like a, just the pitch is that you prepared, rest all the drill down you like anything about your business, very minute things they ask about each product, the margin, and the cost of goods sold. They
So you presented, right, at the
Yeah,
Shark Tank?
yeah. So we are three partners. I have taken the finance part, and one of my partner, he handles the marketing, and the other one, she handles the
Wow.
entire the procurement. So it was I'm getting the
That's
goosebumps
fantastic.
discussing with you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I mean, this is fantastic because you were living the dream that you had manifested. And one thing that we can all take away is that we need to visualize it first to really live it. And you know how, Deepti, you've spoken about that we attract only what we can really see, what we want to achieve is what you've been able to do as well. So really
Right.
interesting. And, but it's not easy said then done. How long did it take you for this entire period to prepare for Shark Tank?
So you can say it was close to maybe 8 months, 8 to 9 months,
Oh,
because season one when it was ending. At that time, I started putting the application and preparing for that, the requirement and all. And then probably in the 8 to 9 months, they called us in Mumbai. And after our shoot, like the shoot happened in August 23. Yeah, yeah, not 23, 22. And it went live in Jan 23. So it was like after 6, 7 months, it went live.
months.
The episode
Yeah.
went live. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
We were waiting. We were thinking that our episode will come or not, because it's already, 100 episodes were crossed off season two. And they
Yeah.
were not responding to our mails, queries, and all. So we were thinking that probably they're not going to air our episode. So that nervousness was there, the tension, anxiety, everything was there. And simultaneously, we have to
So
run
what
the
has
show.
been so what has been your true learning after presenting at Shark Tank?
So the learning was immense, Gopika. The kind of questions they were asking, it was shaking me from inside that, yes, what they're asking is, and the best part was that though we were able to answer all the questions, but there was a lot of learning out of their own questions
Yeah.
about the business, about the marketing tips. Indirectly in their question, we were getting learning, right? In terms of what we were planning, like when we gave our pitch, it was more of we are going wanted to go aggressive on corporate part, like
Hmm.
B2B part. But Vinita Singh, she's a CEO of Sugar Cosmetics. She has done the investment in our company, so she was very particular that Deepti, just just hold on, because B2B is not the game that you want to play. You should focus on B2C, means consumer to consumer. That's
Correct.
what, so that was a big learning, and that somewhere changed our approach of doing the business.
No,
So I
but tell me
focused.
something that how were you able to circumvent the nervousness and the anxiety while you were presenting at Shark Tank?
So see, we were ready at morning 7 a.m. for our show with all the makeup and dress up and everything, and our turn came in night 9:30 p.m.
Hmm.
So it was more than around 14 and a half hours. We were just anxious and a little bit upset that what they are going to ask. But the moment we entered inside the tank, we were like, because what the questions they were asking, it was not that was we are doing on every day night, we are dealing with those questions, right?
Yeah.
So at the time there was no nervousness, no anxiety. It was like a discussion, more of a discussion, and more of a you are just answering, you are just sharing about your business thing, whatever you are dealing every day. So it was not that tough. But before entering into the tank, that time a lot of anxiety and nervousness was there.
Yeah. So which means
Yeah,
that one needs to really prepare well to
yeah,
really make sure that the nervousness has absolutely no place because you just
yeah,
have, you know it that you have answers to pretty much
yeah,
everything, right? So that's how you're
right,
able to really tackle that nervousness and anxiety, right? So
right.
why don't you share, with all those, women entrepreneurs who feel that somewhere they lack their leadership abilities or they lack that courage to believe in their leadership abilities, how
Mm.
would you want to speak to them right now?
Mm. So my one message to all the women entrepreneur is, if you have any kind of a inner calling, see, we generally we have a lot of self-doubt, a lot of inhibitions
Yeah.
inside us. We won't be able to do it, or what people will say, or what will happen if I fail. The major problem is that even what we dealt with, that is what will happen if we fail, right? So that will always pulling us back, that my money, my efforts, my time, and what will happen, what others will say. See, we were telling you that you won't be able to do it, and see, you are the one who decided. So with that thought process, we are not able to take first step,
Hmm.
right? I feel that if you have some mentor with you, see, mentorship is very important at every step. The mentor can be your husband, can be your friend, can be your in-laws, can be your parents, can be your kids, can be it can that person can be anyone. But if you trust that person, share your idea with that person. And if the person also, see, sometimes we are not able to resonate with each other, but if we have enough confidence that whatever happens, I am going to get the blame at me, right? I'm not going to blame others, or it is my decision. But I feel that it's just one life, right? So if anything is there, don't keep it inside you. Just come out and put your 100% or put your
So
200%.
how
And
is it that you handle your self-doubt, Deepti? That will be like the best way of helping them see that, how we are doing it for ourselves. How do you tackle it, when you're going through the same for yourself?
Mhm. See, my biggest thing is my own affirmations. Uh, I'm a person of, I love writing gratitude. Sometimes I write, sometime, and every night before going to bed, me along with my son and my daughter, we share our gratitudes for the entire day. We give to our friends, family, each and every object what we are using. So the gratitude journal is something always pushing me for my next day challenges. And I make sure, because I believe in the power of subconscious mind.
Yeah.
So before going to bed and after waking up in the morning, that these two time I make sure that I am with the positive energy, because that's what I absorbed entire night. My mind will work on that. So I make sure that I do the gratitude in the night. I write gratitude journal. in the morning, I just visualize whatever I'm planning for the day and whatever I'm planning for the year. I set my goals, and at time I also feel like, if I am going to meet any client, I feel like this is such a big client, probably that I'm not going to get this deal. That kind of doubts will come. But then again, I feel like, let me give a try. See, if we lose without trying, it's not right? Let me try and lose. So at least I'll get to know that, yeah, I
Yeah.
lost, right? So that's what keep it. I'm just keep moving. I might lose, but let me try. Without try, I will not get to know. So that is something I'm pushing myself.
So
But
there
yes,
are
let
days
me
that
try.
it's not easy, but it's important to at least
Yeah,
give it a try and being able
yeah,
to really continue thereby as well, right? So do you
right.
feel that today you are many, many steps closer to what you want to achieve?
Right. So one is that Shark Tank was in my to-do Gopika, and I got an opportunity to present my ideas on the TEDx platform. That is in September 23 last year, and that was my second dream, because I used to listen a lot of TED talks from last, I think, couple of years. I used to listen, like,
Yeah.
if not every day, at least one or two talks in every week. That was one of my dream. So when Shark Tank happened, I was somewhere manifesting that if this dream can come true, my other dream will also come true.
So nice. Yeah.
Right. And I started putting my efforts. I started the pace of preparing myself for the talk. And somewhere I got a call from TEDx. Though that time I was not prepared, I was not ready. And somewhere there was a huge chances that I could have missed that opportunity. I
Hmm.
have to go out of order to give that, speech at TEDx. And so I did it. And that was my second dream, actually,
And how did you
after
overcome the
success.
stage phobia at TEDx?
So, see, stage phobia in the childhood, I was having a lot of stage phobia. I always inspired from the people those speak on any platform with confidence. So somewhere the company CEO or MD will not impress me, but a person who is very much confident. That is the reason, Gopika, I joined your community. But when I saw you speaking, I felt like I want to speak like you,
Hmm.
and that inspired me to join you. And likewise, I always watching people when they speak, the way they are speaking, how confident they are. So with the observing people, and I think slowly, gradually, I tried overcoming, but I was having a lot of stage phobia. In fact, now also, if anybody calls me and it's a huge crowd, I get the butterflies in my stomach.
Yeah.
But somewhere I got the art to control those butterflies. That's the only difference. Otherwise, the butterflies are still there.
Nice. So two milestones, very big milestones already achieved. So what's next up for you now, Deepti?
Yeah. So one inner calling I already discussed about the building the healthy eating platform. And after Shark Tank, we got the reach of entire India. So that is the set dream now. So I have taken a break from my that startup. My other two founders, they are continuing with that. I was having an inner calling during COVID. Whenever I was interacting with parents, I feel every parent is struggling with their child's habit, in terms of maybe they're
Hmm.
not disciplined, or kind of a peer pressure, or maybe the self doubt, or maybe the hormonal changes during teenagers, and maybe lack of confidence, or they are distracted very much with the social media and all. So many issues were there. And so I started studying on this topic. I was going through a lot of case studies, researches, reading a lot of magazines on this topic. And then I tried experimenting certain things with my kids. I'm 14-year-old daughter and 10-year-old son. Now he's 11. And I was sharing some scientifically proven tools, techniques, and how to make a powerful habits, because I used to read a lot of self-help book as well. So I used to share with my friends, families, and I was applying on my own kids, two kids,
Right. So
and I
good.
was getting very good. Yeah, I was getting very good result.
Very
So
happy to hear that now you're connected even with your mission and moving forward for the same as well. So
yeah,
would you want to share a message with people who are really wanting to still pursue their dreams, they maybe can get connected to what they really want to achieve? What would you like to say to them here?
see, first of all, I want to address to women, mainly those are homemaker. because I have seen the life. I maybe I have not lived that life, but I have seen the life of homemaker, how it is, right? So if you have, see, it's not about earning, but it is about self-respect, right? It's not just that your account should hit certain money. If you can put your efforts into the direction, that is well and good. But becoming independent in terms of your knowledge, to be updated what is going on, and to pursue your passion or maybe the hobby or interest, that is very important,
So true.
right? Just surrendering our life with to our kids or husband or to our parents or in-laws, this is somewhere, somewhere you are missing every day of your life. So just at least take out some amount of time on your own hobby or interest area, right? Maybe it may be 1 hour, or it may be half an hour, or maybe when everybody's sleeping, you can wake up early in the morning or maybe late in the night. You better know which time suits you, or maybe if you can compromise in your afternoon nap, right? But just do something that gives you inner peace, that gives you a push that yes, I am doing something for my own self,
So,
right?
so true. So true. I think that's something which, everybody must do to be able to become independent with their knowledge and thereby create that feeling of freedom, within themselves very, very strongly. So thank you so much, Deepti, for sharing some beautiful insights with us. And while we are celebrating and wanting to empower and inspire for women who inspire other women, and for women who inspire other women, right? And with this spirit, we're going to keep continuing to keep coming back to you to hear many more stories that you have in to share. But at this point, thank you so much for coming in and for making this an interaction which was completely worth a while. Thank you so much, Deepti.
Thank you so much, Gopika. Thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.